this Saturday night, you're going to clash here on this stage in this venue. Scores will, we hope, be settled. Before we begin, Ed, can I just double check, is there any gifting going on in this press conference?
No, you're good. You're
no
good.
presents?
No, that's all it.
Glad to hear it. Okay, we got that out of the way. Okay, Simon, fight week. Very different to when we last met at our press conference several weeks ago. It's now reality. This fight is looming. How do you feel now being in the venue, seeing it all come together, knowing that this place is going to be ram-jammed full of screaming fans Saturday night?
It's been looming for months. Literally been looming for months, and I've been waiting for this day. I'm telling you now. Honestly, it's been so hard to hold myself back and not just drive around his house and like, teach him a lesson. Do you know what I mean? He's just like does my head in every single time I see him. I seem to lose my head, and just honestly, what can I say?
It's undeniable that Ed is in your head. Is the potential that he's got you too worked up, that you're too much a ball of just revenge?
I can't help it. That's me. That's me. At the end of the day, right, I can't help the way I am. I've got bad temper. I've got a bad temper. And as soon as like someone starts talking about my family, it's a completely different matter. Do you know what I mean? It's like, at first he was talking about some other shit about me, like going live with Cow the Dragon or something. I can take all that. I don't give a shit about that. But then he started getting my daughter involved, and that's a completely different story. And as soon as people do that, then it's, you know, let's see what happens.
Ed, do you have the formula? Is it the formula that you've got to really get under his skin?
It's not that hard, to be honest. Like, it ain't that hard, as you can see. It's light work.
And obviously, it's all going down right here on Saturday night, but it kind of went down 5 weeks ago on this very stage.
Do you know what? It's been going on for too long now. Like, I'm getting a bit bored of it. Do you know what I mean? All these press conferences, it's a bit long. Like, it's the third one now. Like, I just want to get in the ring on Saturday and just show what I can do. That's it.
Straight up, those 5 weeks of training since that last time, what have you been up to? What have you been up to during those last 5 weeks?
I've been training. I quit smoking for like 2 weeks until I saw him fight my brother. And then I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to carry on, because that was washed.
What happened there? For those that haven't seen, what went on there? What went on there?
Let's not talk about that. Oh, no, just OM can't fight. Like.
So why did he want to fucking fight me in the first place then, if he can't fight?
I know how you fight, don't I?
Huh?
I know how you fight.
Do you? Is that how you think I'm going to fight then? No, seriously, is that how you think I'm going to fight?
It don't matter how you
don't know,
fight.
do you? You ain't got a clue if that's what you think, is it? I'm not that stupid, am I? I'm 52 years old. I'm not thick, am I?
Simon, did fighting his brother give you a little bit of release? Did that give you did it whet your appetite a little bit for Saturday night?
No, not really. No.
Nah.
No, not at all. I just use it as a warm-up. And I said that right at the beginning. And that's not being arrogant. And that's not being arrogant to his brother, because his brother, at the end, was really respectful. And he was actually a nice lad, do you know what I mean? But I said I was going to use it as a warm-up, and that's exactly what I did.
What was it, light work? Was it light work for you?
Well, yeah, but I knew it was going to be, do you know what I mean? And I'm not arrogant either regarding that side either, because I know Ed's going to be a different story. I know that. I'm not stupid. So maybe did I go into that fight the way I'm going to fight against Ed? Who knows?
Ed, you threw your brother in there against Simon. What was and he got, let's be honest, he got beat up by Simon. What was the thinking behind telling your brother, hey, jump in there with the guy who's trained to fight me next weekend?
There wasn't too much thought behind it, to be honest. It's just, I feel like my brother, he'd do anything, like, and he just jumped in. I respect it. Like, I did speak to him before, and I was like, "You sure you want to do this? I think you'll get banged out." And he was just like, "Yeah, bruv, I think I got it. I can't lie." But I knew he wouldn't. But do you know, it's all about stepping in the ring, man him up a bit. Do you know what I mean?
But you've also had a fight yourself that's been out there. Tell us about that, and tell us about, has that helped you prepare for this?
Yeah, it was my first proper fight in the ring. It made me think, fuck, I'm actually bare unfit. So yeah, like it did sort me out. It just means I have to knock out Sam in the first or second round.
Just to give context, someone gave you some grief on a night out.
Some clout chaser just started trying to record me when I was pissed out my head when he was with a few boys, and then I just got a bit messy, and I just messaged him. I was like, meet me in Birmingham. He didn't turn up, sent me his Uber. Then I found out where he lives, so he was like, we pull up to Manchester. If you don't meet us at the ring, we're coming to your yard. So he just met us in the ring in Manny. Fair play to him for turning up, to be honest, but he had no option, so.
When did this fight take place? How long ago?
About 3 weeks ago.
You said that you made you realise that your gas tank wasn't where it needs to be. With 3 weeks until your fight against Simon, and we've got to be honest, we know how hard you've been training. Your gas tank, I think, is something that none of us doubt. You know, you've been working so hard. Have you had enough time to get your cardio to where it needs to be?
Yeah. It's definitely got better, but I generally can't see in this go past the first round. So anyone watching this, put all your money on first round knockout.
But what happens if it does? What happens if you get to the third, the fourth, the fifth?
Well, I can still go. Do you know what I mean? I've got fight in me. There's no way I'm giving in. So it's just like there's just 0% chance. Zero.
Simon, what does he bring on Saturday night? What does he bring that has you worried to any degree? Obviously, he's saying he's knocking you clean out. He said first round, just what I'm saying, you're done. What makes you a little bit worried, or what puts you on edge for this one?
Well, at the end of the day, he's major favourite, isn't he? He's like 19 years old. He's got to be he's going to be physically fitter than me. I'm 52. People forget how old I am sometimes. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's not many 52-year-olds will get into a ring against a 19-year-old, you know. But I will do anything for my family, and that's exactly why I'm getting in there. And I know for a fact he'll probably be quicker than me. He might even be fitter than me. You know, it's natural fitness, isn't it, when you're a teenager, you know. But at the end of the day, I've got manpower. You know, that's different.
What is it that gives you the edge in this fight? Is it the disrespect that he's done? Is that what energizes you?
All jokes aside, though, I could put any money on it. I generally can see Keely holding my wood, and it's like.
You said what?
I can see Keely holding it.
Keely ain't going to get anywhere fucking near. Don't start talking about Keely again, mate. Honestly, why'd you have to start that again? That's what you do, just chirp up about that all the time. Do you know what I mean?
Well, it clearly gets under your skin, bro.
Pardon?
It gets under your skin, innit?
Yeah, you get under my fucking skin, pal.
Yeah, I can
especially
see,
when
mate.
you start talking about her, do you know what I mean? You're just like, honestly, I just fucking want to
Simon, is your family going to be present on Saturday night?
Some of my family are, yeah.
Is the person in question?
Keely will be here, yeah. She'll be here.
It's just waffle now, innit? Like, everything's been said.
What's that?
This is what I mean. I didn't want to do the third press because there's so much. Everything's been said. Let's just leave it for the fucking fight. Like, I can't even be asked for this. It's long
Seems
now.
that Ed might be...
Same questions.
Same questions. You come up with the same shit as well. That's the trouble with you, isn't it? Hey, honestly, you're such full of shit, mate. You do my head in. You actually do my head in. That's all you talk about is my fucking daughter. Is that what you can do?
And your ex-missus, mate, the dog.
Hey? What about my fucking ex-missus?
Fat loss plan, link in bio, headfitness.com.
Yeah, but that's... Oh, fucking me. Honestly, you just do my nutty, mate.
What will it mean to you if you can do what a lot of people think you can't, and you can knock out Ed on Saturday?
What would it mean to me? Well, that's all I've been doing. That's all I've been thinking about. That's all I've been doing over the last 10 weeks is training for that. I've been training 6 days a week, and I've been putting myself through it. And the last month, I went into a proper boxing camp, like spit and sawdust boxing camp, and it was hard work. And it was really hard work, and that's all that motivates me. That's all that gets me going. It's just hearing his little mouth shouting out about my daughter, you know. And that's what just makes me push me even more. And the more he says it, the more it winds me up, and the more I want it. So you just carry on. I just hope you carry on saying it, mate. Because honestly, you carry on saying that in the next 2 days, and we'll see what happens when we.
Ed, you talked about loving the sport, about perhaps in the future even turning pro, but. What happens if you do get knocked out by this man here, a 52-year-old who you've been mugging off for months?
That's another question. We've already had that question, haven't we? In the fucking face-to-face. Like, this is what I mean. The third press conference just wasn't needed. Let's just leave it for the ring on Saturday. There's just no need. Like, we all know the outcome. Simon's on the floor. Keely's mouth's full.
Honestly, fucking no. Fucking keep talking about my fucking daughter.
You ain't gonna do shit, bruv. Go on.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
honestly,
walk off, bruv. Walk off.
Well, it looks like our press conference has concluded. So, Ed, thank you very much. Simon, thank you very much.
You can't handle the heat.
Do you think how much you got in his head?
Oh, it's embarrassing at this point. It's embarrassing.
Well, gents, that is going to be our main event on Saturday night. Buddy, let me just bring you in for a second. Buddy, that's our main event. You're going to be standing in the ring with them. We talked about fireworks. I don't think there's a big bang on this planet is going to be as big as the fireworks going off in that ring.
Absolutely. I just can't wait to see it. Let's get it on, right?
Yeah, we see now here our fight card. There we got all these fights. We got, of course, our main event. We got Simple Son of us, Ed Matthews, AJ versus L. This is a fight card which will not disappoint. $6.99. KingPynBoxing.tv. Get your pay-per-view now. And Dave, that was a press conference where, and you know what? Ed seems like maybe there were some nerves coming in. He said a lot, look, they've said a lot in the build-up to this fight, and it seems like Ed perhaps just wants to get on with it. And that, to me, kind of indicates some nerves, some jitters.
Yeah, listen, it's real. It's getting real. Of course, being the favorite in this fight, being the younger man, but that's a lot of pressure. That's a lot of pressure on some young shoulders, and he knows that he's expected to knock this guy out. But at the same time, you got Simon, who's got the experience in life. He's got the life experience as well. And you know what I mean? You got something called old muscle. Do you see what I'm saying?
He's talked about that kind of dad strength thing. I mean, look, there's no denying that Ed's got chiseled on, just like you two, unfortunately. He's got muscles on his muscles, you know what I mean? But there is that thing about an older guy, that strength that has been built up over years. When you look at Simon there, buddy, and you've been around a ton of fighters, what do you see in that athlete?
I see somebody who's just really determined, right? And just wants to just put everything, all the questions, all the doubts, all the animosity, he just wants to leave it in the ring. He just wants to do his business, and he just wants to kind of go home, right? So I think it's going, like you said, it's going to be pure fireworks on Saturday.
And again, we talked about Ed for a moment there. He seemed to get agitated there, doesn't want to perhaps engage with certain questions. Is that a sign that perhaps those jitters, now he's here in this venue seeing what it's all like, are they starting to creep in?
Potentially, or is it that he has the same mentality as in, you know what, I've said what I needed to say, I don't need to keep repeating myself, let's get it on in the ring.
Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out on Saturday night. Again, go to KingPyn Boxing, KingPyn.tv to get your pay-per-views. Gentlemen, this is our press conference tomorrow, 6 p.m. UK time. We have our weigh-ins right back here. And look, you know, David, that the weigh-ins, the face-to-face at the back end of those that's what the final looks before the fight begin.
Listen, that's where it really gets tense. Right now we're at the table, they're separated by us two. Tomorrow they're going to be face to face, looking at each other in the eye 24 hours before it all goes down. You don't want to miss that. Make sure you're watching this live tomorrow, 6 p.m. right here on this very stage. We're going to be here. Listen, then, whew, I cannot wait.
Man, and buddy, you're of course the MC. You're going to be here, and those face-offs.
Yeah.
We saw what they were like at our first press conference, and that was weeks out. The day before they step in the ring to face each other, they're going to come face to face right here. You're going to be standing literally here with them.
In between them.
That's a tough gig.
It's a job. You got to do it, right?
But how do you mean? You saw some of the animosity between some of those fights. I mean, water was thrown. I hope you're going to wear waterproof overalls tomorrow. But do you expect some fireworks tomorrow?
Oh, 100%. I mean, if we don't have fireworks tomorrow, I would be worried about what the performance is going to be like on Saturday, right? In fact, I've got no doubt there will be fireworks tomorrow, period.
Well, everyone, thank you for joining us here tonight. Fight week is well and truly underway here in London. As we said, we're back here tomorrow night, 6 p.m. UK time, and then Saturday from 6 o'clock. We're going to bring you a pre-show with a free fight, and then from around 7 o'clock, the pay-per-view begins. All these competitors that you saw up here tonight for just $6.99. Again, I hope they've got some fire retardant material on the roof here at the Indigo at the O2. Fireworks are going to go. Knockouts may well happen. Will we see the first ever influencer female knockout? That's what Elle wants to bring. But for myself, from David, from Buddy, from everyone here at KingPyn, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night.